In some places in the world, this size rope is used to confine a full-sized elephant. You're probably wondering, how's that possible? Well, when the elephant is an infant, this rope is strong enough. And after enough failed attempts, the young elephant learns that it can't escape and stops trying. That learned helplessness persists into adulthood. Learned helplessness is a psychological term coined in 1967 when Martin Seligman conducted a research project in which he shocked dogs. Yeah, that wouldn't be a project allowed today. Nonetheless, the findings were very interesting. He put the dogs in boxes, and underneath them was a shock pad. In each box was a lever. In some of the boxes, if the levers were depressed, the shock would stop. In others, the levers did nothing. The dogs in the boxes where the levers worked, they learned very quickly how to stop the shock. The other dogs, well, they were just out of luck. When Seligman took the dogs out of the boxes and put them on the shock pad with nothing more than the need to jump over a small lip to escape, guess which ones didn't even try to jump out? The dogs who had been in the boxes with the levers that did nothing. They had learned helplessness. In other words, they learned that their efforts to escape were futile. So even when escape was possible, they didn't try. The idea of learned helplessness established by that study became a foundational principle taught to every psychology student. Why? Because it can happen in people. People can learn helplessness too. Jocelyn is a good example. For decades, Jocelyn struggled with homelessness and a needle drug addiction. It didn't matter what she tried, a different job, a new relationship, the next recovery program. She failed again and again and eventually gave up trying to escape. Jocelyn had learned helplessness. If you've been fighting poverty for long, you know Jocelyn's story is not such a unique case. In fact, a Pew Charitable Trust study in 2013 revealed that 70% of those born in poverty also die in poverty. Although some may fight to escape poverty until their last day, most likely give up trying long before. How can you and I be effective in helping people who have learned helplessness succeed in breaking free? Here are a few takeaways I encourage you to employ today. First, use a hands-on approach. Seligman was only able to help break learned helplessness by manually assisting his dogs to escape the shock. Literally, he moved their legs for them until they realized they had the ability to escape themselves. It was a hands-on approach. Of course, we're not working with dogs, but just as learned helplessness can happen in people, I've seen its reversal through a hands-on approach countless times over the last 20-plus years of ministry. Coupling your efforts to free people from poverty with a hands-on approach works. This means assigning volunteers or taking time ourselves to walk alongside a person, encouraging and coaching through various tasks and decisions, helping people navigate their escape from poverty. Second, give positive feedback. Anytime you see an attempt or effort toward breaking free from the tether of chronic poverty, be complimentary. Even failed attempts deserve acclaim as much as they do correction. The most simple displays of initiative should be recognized with appreciation or an encouraging shout out. And lastly, inspire. People who have learned helplessness also battle hopelessness. We need to be beacons of hope and inspiration. Don't hold your passion and enthusiasm back from inspiring a person to dream of a brighter future, gain a clear vision of it, and develop steps to get there. Fewer things are more inspiring than a vision with a realistic plan. Be a part of delivering both to your clients who have given up on the possibility of a brighter future. When I first met Jocelyn, she needed a lot of hands-on help, encouraging feedback, inspiration, but it worked, and it set her free from learned helplessness. Once she realized that she wasn't stuck, she took off, went to college, got her bachelor's, then her master's degree in counseling, and now she's on the management team at our mission. It's a great story, and I hope it encourages you to press on in your efforts to help people realize they're not helpless. Let's go out there today, fight poverty, and win.